Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. Recently, ASML suddenly announced that they have been authorized by the Netherlands to export more 2000i lithography machines to China, which also means that China can already mass-produce the best EUV lithography equipment. ASML's attitude has been changing in the past 2 years. In the past 2 years, ASML's executives vowed that even if they had Chinese equipment, they would not be able to build it. But last year, ASML said again that China would be able to make it within 3 years. Lithography machines are sold to China, but no matter what ASML says, they are tightening the import of lithography machines. From the beginning, EUV lithography machines have not been sold to China. Since the second half of last year, the sale of deep ultraviolet lithography machines below 14 nanometers has been banned. In the first half of this year, ASML even announced that it would sell 38 nanometers, 1980 Di to China. This shows that ASML has begun to follow the footsteps of the United States. Just as ASML is becoming more and more strict on China's lithography machines, China's Harbin Institute of Technology and the Chinese Academy of Sciences have also announced their own lithography machines. As early as 2 years ago, some professionals predicted that China could manufacture them within 3 years. A 28 nanometers lithography machine and China's 28 nanometers lithography machine has begun production. In July, there were also well-known news reports that domestic 28 nanometers lithography machines will be produced before the end of this year. ASML is the only company that can produce EUV lithography machines. It has a near-monopoly position in the mid to high-end market. However, due to the inability to get rid of American technology and the continuous upgrading of chip regulations, it has completely lost its independent management rights. The current scope it has been upgraded to the DUV category. After the U.S. Japan-Dutch tripartite agreement was secretly formulated, Japan officially implemented the shipment of 23 core-making products on July 23, which directly lowered the scope of restrictions to 45 nanometers. Unfortunately, the United States and the Netherlands could only follow suit. After the Biden team suspended the implementation of the new regulations, the Netherlands also took the opportunity to find a way out and officially announced that it would postpone the restrictions on DUV lithography machines to January 2024. ASML had earlier stated that revenue in 2023 will not be affected. It seems that it has been predicted for a long time. After the official announcement of delaying the implementation of the new regulations, ASML quickly resumed its layout for the Chinese market, stating many times that the Chinese market is crucial, and stated that it would do its best to ship lithography machines in the future. According to public data, ASML has shipped 27 lithography machines to Chinese corporate customers in the second quarter, accounting for 24% of total shipments. In the third quarter, the data has significantly improved, and ASML has shipped cumulative shipments to Chinese corporate customers. It purchased 23.9 billion yuan of lithography machines, accounting for nearly 46% of total shipments. Recently, ASML's expected revenue for the fourth quarter has been announced. Sales will be between 6.7 and 7.1 billion euros. Taken together, total sales this year will exceed 210 billion yuan, and most of the revenue will come from the mainland Chinese market. ASML has responded that it will give priority to meeting the needs of Chinese corporate customers in the fourth quarter. After the return of Huawei's Mate 60, the United States is completely confused. It has not yet figured out where the Kirin 9000S chip comes from. After comprehensive analysis by various countries, it has only come to the conclusion that it is made in China. At present, ASML is allowed to continue to ship advanced lithography machines, such as 2000i, to Chinese companies. This is good news for domestic chips, which can openly produce advanced process chips. Now, the release of a domestic 5G mobile phone means that domestic advanced lithography machines have begun production. In fact, domestic high-end lithography machines may have already been put into production. After all, the installation and debugging of lithography machines takes a while. And now that there is a chip used in mobile phones, domestic advanced lithography machines may have been put into production as early as half a year ago. China's technological progress has never happened once or twice. When Robert Gates of the United States visited China more than 10 years ago, he once said boldly that China would not be able to develop the best fighter jets within 10 years. But when Gates visited the White House, China's J-20 fighter jets were like a slap in the face. Over the years, the United States has been banning the export of 5G radio frequency chips to China. The 5G radio frequency chip is a restriction imposed by the United States on a Chinese technology company, making the 5G baseband chips produced by Huawei unable to use 5G. Now, domestic 5G mobile phones are on the market. Not only represents a breakthrough in domestic lithography machines, but also represents a breakthrough in domestic 5G radio frequency chips. Looking back on the past 10 years or so, China has surpassed Japan, Germany and other countries in their monopoly on high-speed railway IGBT chips, and even surpassed the United States, Japan, South Korea, and other countries. In this decade, China's development speed in the semiconductor field has been faster than in the past. 20 years is faster. Chips in the United States have been severely hit. Texas Instruments in the United States has cut the price of a typical chip from $70 to $1. A price reduction of 98%, because China's chips have made huge progress, and now Intel, Nvidia and Qualcomm they have begun to produce for the Chinese market. They are worried that if they do not sell new products to China, Chinese chips will monopolize the Chinese market, thus accelerating the development of science and technology. The semiconductor industry in the United States has given up its pride. ASML has given up on the United States and sold its 2000i lithography machine to China. They know very well that once they lose the Chinese market, they will pay a heavy price, But now nothing can be said it's too late, because China's photolithography machines have already begun production, which means that the domestic semiconductor industry has come to an end and no longer needs to rely on American technology. ASML and other companies will definitely regret their decision.